Imagine this: a city in flames, people in panic, the capital of a great empire on the brink of collapse. Enemies are inside the walls. Nearly the entire city is taken. Only one fortress remains, the final stronghold. And in that moment, when all seems lost, the fate of Rome is decided by geese. Yes, you heard that right. Ordinary, honking, feathered geese. So how did it happen that they became the saviors of Rome? Let's rewind about 2,400 years to 390 BC. Ancient Rome isn't a vast empire yet. It's just beginning to expand, fighting neighbors and gaining territory. And then from the north come the Gauls, Celtic tribes led by a fierce chieftain named Brennus. The Gauls cross the Alps and start plundering Etruria. The Romans try to stop them at the River Allia. That battle turns into a disaster. The Roman army is completely crushed. Chaos. Panic. The soldiers flee, some back to Rome, others to nearby towns. The Gauls, facing no real resistance, march straight into the heart of the Republic. Rome is thrown into panic. Many citizens flee, but a group of senators, priests, and soldiers stay behind. They barricade themselves on the Capitoline Hill, a steep, defensible rock in the city center. It becomes the last Roman stronghold. The Gauls enter Rome. They loot, they burn, they desecrate temples. But they can't take the capital. The slopes are steep, and the defenses hold. A long siege begins. Days pass, then weeks. Supplies run low. People are weak and exhausted. And then one night, the Gauls try a new tactic. They find a hidden, unguarded slope and begin to climb, quietly, carefully. No weapons clanging, no shouting. The guards are tired. Some are asleep. Even the watchdogs are silent. But someone else is awake. The geese. On the hill stood the temple of Juno, and inside were her sacred geese. They hadn't been eaten, even during famine, because they were considered holy. And it was those geese who sensed movement in the dark and raised a terrible ruckus, honking, flapping, making noise. Their cries woke the Roman defenders. The first to react was Marcus Manlius, a veteran. He rushed out, saw a Gaul climbing up, and threw him down the cliff. He sounded the alarm. The Romans sprang into action. A skirmish followed. The Gaulish assault was foiled. The capital was saved. And all thanks to the geese. Rome did not forget this. The geese were honored. They were given the finest grain, protection, even festivals. As for the dogs that failed to bark, they were disgraced. From then on, Romans held an annual ceremony to commemorate the event. In it, geese were paraded on golden trays. And the dogs, symbolically executed. Yep, ancient Roman traditions were wild. Was this story exaggerated? Probably. But ancient writers like Livy, Plutarch, and Varro all mention it. Even if the details were embellished, it's historically true that Rome came dangerously close to falling, and that geese played a role in saving it. They became a symbol of vigilance. In fact, the Roman army had a saying, "Watchful as the geese of the Capitol." The Temple of Juno and its sacred geese remained in Roman memory as a legendary example